Namaskar, welcome to Ekaksha. I'm Nipa Das. Today I'll start the fifth English poem of class 10 and the name of the poem is The Tale of Custard the Dragon. মৰমৰ ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীসকল আজি আমি দশম শ্ৰেণীৰ ইংৰাজীৰ পঞ্চমটি কবিতা আলোচনা কৰিব ওলাইছো আৰু কবিতাটিৰ নাম হৈছে The Tale of Custard the Dragon. The tale মানে হৈছে story. T-A-L-E, tale means story. So, we are going to read the story of Custard the Dragon. In this poem, we will read about a girl called Belinda who has 4 pets. এই কবিতাটিত আমি বেলিন্দা নামৰ এজনী ছোৱালীৰ বিষয়ে পঢ়িম যাৰ 4টা পোহনীয়া জন্তু আছিলে কি জন্তু ড্ৰেগন কোন হয় কাষ্টাৰ্ড কোন এইবোৰ কথা আমি কবিতাটি পঢ়িলে গম পাম so let me introduce you to the poet of the poem. The poet of the poem is Ogden Nash. He is a very popular American poet and he is best known for his humorous poetry. Ogden Nashকে হাস্যৰসিক কবিতাৰ বাবে খুব তেওঁ জনাজাত আছিলে বা খুব জনপ্ৰিয় আছিলে আৰু কবিতাটি পঢ়াৰ আগতে আহচোন কিছু কথা আলোচনা কৰোঁ. So let's discuss a few things before we start reading the poem. This poem is written in the style of a ballad. So how is this? What is the style of this poem? It is a ballad. এই কবিতাটো balladৰ ষ্টাইলত লিখা হৈছে. But what is a ballad? Ballad মানেনো কি? Ballad is a song or a poem that tells a story. যিকোনো গীত বা কবিতাই যদি এটা কাহিনী কয় হেতুকে ballad বুলি কোৱা হয়. You must be familiar with ballads that narrate tales of courage or heroism. Usually, ballads, they tell us stories of courage and heroism. কি হয় balladবোৰে আমাক কেনেকুৱা story, কেনেকুৱা কাহিনী কয়, সাহসিকতাৰ কাহিনী কয়. This poem is a humorous ballad close to a parody. And this ballad, যিটো আমি এতিয়া পঢ়িম, The Tale of Custard the Dragon, is also about courage but in a very humorous way. মানে ইয়াতেও সাহসিকতাৰ কথা কোৱা হৈছে কিন্তু কবিতাটি খুব হাস্যৰসিক. Humorous means হাস্যৰসিক. So now let's get started. Belinda lived in a little white house with a little black kitten and a little gray mouse and a little yellow dog and a little red wagon and a really truly little pet dragon. So here the poet is telling us about a girl. The name of the girl is Belinda. And where did she live? She lived in a little white house. Yate kobiye joni mane swaliৰ কথা কৈছে. Swaliৰ নাম কি? Belinda. আৰু তাই ক'ত বাস কৰিছিল? সৰু বগা ঘৰ এটাত. With a little black kitten and a little gray mouse and a little yellow dog and a little red wagon and a really truly little pet dragon. So she had 4 pets. তাই 4টা পোহনীয়া জন্তু আছিল. কি আছিলে? First was a little black kitten. সৰু কলা এটা মেকুৰী পোৱালি and a gray mouse. নিগনি এটা and a yellow dog. হালধীয়া কুকুৰ এটা আৰু এটা কি আছিলে? Dragon. Dragon মানেনো কি মই তোমালোকক কৈ আছো দে. That's very interesting. আৰু তাৰ কি আছিলে? And a little red wagon. আৰু এখন গাড়ী আছিলে কাঠৰ. She had a vehicle made of wood and it was red in color. Look at the picture of the wagon. This is a wagon. তাতে তাহাঁত মানে বহিছিল. They used to sit in the wagon and it could be pulled. So, বুজি পাইছা? ইয়াতে since it is a long poem, একেলগে মই poetic device মানে কাব্যিক কৌশল কি ব্যৱহাৰ কৰিছে হেতু কওঁ. ইয়াতে চোৱা first sentence or last word to house আৰু second sentence or last word to mouse. So house rhymes with mouse. Rhyming words মানে house, mouse. Third sentence or last word wagon. Fourth sentence or last word dragon. So wagon rhymes with dragon. So তোমালোকে মন কৰিবা এই গুটেই কবিতাত প্ৰত্যেকটো stanzaত কি হয় first আৰু second sentence or last word দুটা rhyme কৰে আৰু third আৰু fourth sentence or last word দুটা rhyme কৰে. তোমালোকে নিজেও চাবাচোন যেনেকে house, mouse, wagon, dragon. আৰু ইয়াতে চোৱা third sentence আৰু fourth sentence or first word to একে এণ্ডেৰে আৰম্ভ হৈছে. Okay, when two consecutive sentences starts with the same word, তেতিয়া কি এইবোৰক মই আগতেও কবিতাত কৈছিলো তোমালোকক anaphora বুলি koy. Te monot rakhiba. So here we read about a girl called Belinda and she has 4 pets. A kitten, a mouse, a dog and a dragon. Okay. Now the name of the little black kitten was Ink. So what was the name of the little black kitten? You might be asked a question that way in your exam. So write it down in your copies, Thora. Little black kitten, Ink. Eneke likhi thoba. Once you write it down, you will always remember the names. And the little grey mouse, she called him Blink. Aru nigonitor naam ki asile? Blink. And the little yellow dog was sharp as mustard. And she called the dog Mustard. Why? You must have seen mustard. Horiya full dekhisa. So, wrong to ki halodhia. The color of mustard is yellow. And even the dog was yellow. So, she called him Mustard. And the dragon was a coward. Coward means weakling. A person who gets scared or frightened very easily. Okay. Coward mane bhoyatur. Okay. So, she called him Custard. Our dragon or naam ki asile? Custard. Okay. So, please remember the names. Kitten or naam asile Ink. Nigonitor naam asile Blink. Dog, yellow dog, kukutor naam asile Mustard. And the name of the dragon was Custard. Okay. Now, here the poet gives us a description of a dragon. Dragon manenu ki ba dekhat keneko ami etia gom pam. So, dragon is an imaginary creature. Dragon hoise eta kalponik jibo ba kalponik sontu. You must have seen tumaloke photo dekhisa ba movie dekhisa sage. It's very huge, khub dangor pakhi thake hoine pithir phale spikes junga junga থাকে থৰ্ণৰ নিচিনা কাইটৰ নিচিনা থাকে আগফালে মাছৰ বাকলিৰ নিচিনা স্কেলছ থাকে আৰু মুখৰ পৰা কি জুই ওলাই no that is the picture. I will show you the picture of the dragon. Custard the dragon. So the name of the dragon is Custard. We know that had big sharp teeth. খুব sharp জোঙা ডাঙৰ দাঁত আছিলে. And spikes on top of him. Spikes কাইটৰ দৰে spikes on top of his body. And scales underneath. Okay. So, now look at the picture of the dragon. So, this is a dragon. So, it had spikes on top of him. So, these are spikes. This is a thorn-like structure. Kaitor nisina. So, these are spikes. And look at the picture. These are scales. Ebrok scales buli kwa hoy. Just like fish or other reptiles. So, these are scales. Okay. Mouth like a fireplace. Chimney for a nose. So, the mouth of the dragon has been compared to fireplace because fire comes out of its mouth. Dragon or mukhor pa jui ulai karone ki fireplace or logot tulona korise. Fireplace means jui hal. Okay. The mouth is like a fireplace and nose is like a chimney. Karna korpa thua ulai. Okay, I'll show you the picture. See, this is the mouth of the dragon. See, fire coming out of the mouth and look at the teeth, sharp teeth. Dekhisa na? Okay. Now, and realio trulio daggers on his toes. Realio trulio means real and realio means real. Trulio means true. So, these are poetic mane. কাব্যিক ভাষাত কৈছে দে ৰিয়েল বা ট্ৰু বুলিও ক'ব পাৰে কিন্তু কবিয়ে ৰিয়েলিও ট্ৰুলিও বুলি কৈছে দিস ইজ নন এজ পোয়েটিক লাইসেন্স কবিতাত কি কবিৰ কিছুমান অধিকাৰ থাকে যে ভাষাটো অলপ চেঞ্জ কৰি শুৱলা কৰিবলৈ বা কেতিয়াবা ৰিদম ৰাইমটো মিলাবলৈ অৰ টু মেক ইট মোৰ মেলোডিয়াছ তেওঁলোকে চেঞ্জ কৰে ৰিয়েলিও মানে ৰিয়েল বাস্তৱ ট্ৰুলিও মানে সঁচা daggers on his toes toes means these are suppose Dragonor bhori maki disu eneko daggers eneko nohbor eneko sharp look at this daggers mane toruwalar nisina the dragon had such sharp toes okay so this is the description of the dragon Custard the dragon so he looks so frightening isn't it bhabason kiman bihal aru bhayanok dekhat okay now look at the ekeloge mane moi poetic device to tumaloko koi diu yate swa Mouth like a fireplace. The mouth of the dragon has been compared to the fireplace. Mane dragonor mukhon ki jui khalor logot tulona. So there is a comparison between the mouth with the fireplace. Whenever we compare two things using like or as, আমি যেতিয়া দুটা বস্তু তুলনা কৰো like or as ব্যৱহাৰ কৰি ইয়াতে like wordটো আছে ন mouth like a fireplace তেতিয়া এনেকুৱা তুলনা কৰাক আমি কি বুলি কওঁ simile S-I-M-I-L-E ইয়াতে mouth of the dragon has been compared to a fireplace. So when we compare two things using like or as বা like like তেতিয়া এটো simile বুলি কোৱা হয় আৰু এটো সোৱা chimney for a nose and this is a metaphor METAPHOR when we compare two things okay আমি যেটা দুটা বস্তু তুলনা কৰো হেতুক metaphor যত আমি as বা like ব্যৱহাৰ নকৰো but আমি দুটা বস্তু তুলনা কৰো হেতুক metaphor বুলি কয় chimney for a nose the nose of the dragon has been compared to a chimney so it is a metaphor okay now let's move to the next stanza. Belinda was as brave as a barrel full of bears. So, her bravery has been compared to a barrel full of bears. Bears means phaluk, janai tumaluke. Barrel is a cylindrical container. It's a huge cylindrical container. Drum buli se kwa, khub dangor bikhal. Aru, so, Belinda hahok hi kotatai se iman brave. Kar logot tulana korise, se he barrelot যদি বহুত ভালুক থাকে সেই ভালুকৰ শক্তি যিমান সাহস যিমান বেলিন্দাও ইমানেই সাহসী সেই বুলি তুলনা কৰিছে and Ink and Blink chased lions down the stairs. So what did Ink and Blink do? Ink and Blink means the kitten and the mouse. They also say that they were so brave that they could chase lions. Ink and Blink কৈছে যে তাহাত ইমান সাহসী কি কৰিব পাৰিছিল সিংহকো তাহাঁতি মানে খেদি ফুৰিছিল চেজ কৰা মানে খেদি ফুৰা ডাউন দ্য ষ্টেয়াৰ চিৰিৰে ধৰা চিৰিৰে সিংহটো গৈ আছে এহাঁতি পিছে পিছে দৌৰি গৈ খেদি ফুৰিছে মানে they were so brave. Belinda was also as brave as many bears and Ink and Blink were so brave that they could chase lions. Mustard was as brave as a tiger in rage. Tiger in rage. Rage means anger. Mustard mane that yellow dog. Kukutiu koise se he was so brave. Iman brave asile kenekwa. His bravery has been compared to a tiger in rage. Khongot thoka bag hetar logot tulona kora hoisile iman hahoki asile Mustard. So here we get to see that Belinda, Ink, Blink and Mustard, they are very courageous. তেওঁলোকে কোৱা মতে তেওঁলোক খুব সাহসী আছিল আৰু যেতিয়া আমি কবিতাটো পঢ়িম হেখলে আমি গম পাম যে তেওঁলোক সঁচাকে সাহসী হয় নে নহয় But Custard cried for a nice safe cage. But what did Custard do? Custard কেতিয়াও কোৱা নাছিল যে মই ইমান সাহসী In fact, he did the opposite. He always asked Belinda for a nice safe cage. সদায় এটা পিঞ্জৰাৰ ভিতৰতে থাকিব বিচাৰিছিল সদায় বেলিন্দাক কৈছিল যে মোক এটা পিঞ্জৰা আনি দিয়া মই পিঞ্জৰাটোৰ ভিতৰতে থাকিম rage means okay now look at the poetic device here ইয়াতো আমি কাব্যিক কৌশল কি আছে একেলগে চাও এখিনি মই এক্সপ্লেইন কৰিলো I'm sure you have understood নিশ্চয় বুজি পাইছা এতিয়া চোৱা Belinda was as brave as a barrel full of bears. So Belinda সাহসটো কাৰ লগত তুলনা কৰিছে এটা মানে বেৰেলত ভৰ্তি বহুত ভালুক যদি ভৰ্তি হৈ থাকে কিমান শক্তিশালী হ'ব বা কিমান সাহসী So her bravery has been compared to as a barrel full of bears as ব্যৱহাৰ কৰি তুলনা কৰা হৈছে So it is a simile আগতে মই তোমালোকক কৈছো ন as আৰু like ব্যৱহাৰ কৰি তুলনা কৰিলে simile বুলি কয় আৰু ইয়াতে চোৱা Mustard was as brave as a tiger as brave so the bravery of Mustard has also been compared to a tiger so this is also a simile okay আশা কৰো তোমালোকে বুজি পাইছা Belinda tickled him. She tickled him unmerciful. Unmerciful mane nirdoi bhabe. Tickle kora mane ei je eneke kutkuti di diye to eneke Belinda kak kutkuti disil. Custard the dragon. Here, she used to tease him. Jukai খুব ভাল পাইছিলে because he always cried for a nice cage. সদায় যে কান্দে যে মই পিঞ্জৰাৰ ভিতৰত থাকিম হয়নে নহয় কাৰণে তাক জুকাই খুব ভাল পায়. She used to tickle him. কুটকুটি দিয়ে. Ink, Blink and Mustard, they rudely called him Percival. আৰু Ink, Blink and Mustard মানে মেকুৰী পোৱালিটো, নিগনিটো আৰু কুকুৰটোৱে তাক বেয়া ব্যৱহাৰ কৰি সদায় জুকাই. কি বুলি কয়? They called him Percival. So, who is Percival? No, তোমালোকে চাগে ভাবিছা Percival কোন হয়? So, Percival was a great warrior, a hero. He was very strong. But he refused to go to the war. He was scared of going to the war. মানে খুব শক্তিশালী আছিলে কিন্তু যুদ্ধলৈ যাবলৈ ভয় কৰিছিল. So they used to compare him to Percival. Percivalও যেনেকে মানে ভয় কৰিছিল যুদ্ধলৈ যাবলৈ, কাষ্টাৰ্ডেও সদায় ভয়তে কি নিজকে ভয়াতুৰ বুলি কয় আৰু পিঞ্জৰাৰ ভিতৰত থাকিব বিচাৰে, হয়নে? So they called him Percival. They all sat laughing in the little red wagon at the really truly cowardly dragon. So, Belinda, Ink, Blink and Master, they all sat in the red wagon. সকলোৱে মিলি কি red wagon গাড়ীখন যে আছিলে তাতে বহি কি কৰে? They used to laugh at Custard. They used to make fun of him. They teased him. সদায় তাক জুকাই আৰু হাঁহে, no? Why? Because they considered him to be a coward. তেওঁলোকে তাক খুব ভয়াতুৰ বুলি ভাবি সদায় জুকাইছিল. Okay? So, I think this part is clear. তোমালোকে নিশ্চয় বুজি পাইছা? Belinda giggled till she shook the house. Giggled মানে তাক জুকাই ইমান হাঁহিলে যে ঘৰটোৱে যেন কঁপি গ'ল. She laughed so hard as if the house shook. And Blink said, quick. Blink is the mouse, which is giggling for a mouse. আৰু মাউছে কেনেকে হাঁহে? Wick এনেকে কৈ হাঁহে দেই. বেলিণ্ডাও হাঁহিছে আৰু নিগনি Blink is a mouse. মাউছটোও হাঁহিছে. কি বুলি কয়? Wick. কাক হাঁহিছে? Custard the dragon. Custardক হাঁহিছে. Ink and Blink rudely asked his age when Custard cried for a nice safe cage. আৰু যেতিয়া কাষ্টাৰ্ডে সদায় কৈ থাকে ন কান্দে যে মোৰ সাহস নাই যে মই ভয়াতুৰ মোক এটা পিঞ্জৰা দিয়া মই পিঞ্জৰাৰ ভিতৰতে থাকিম তেতিয়া ইংক আৰু মাষ্টাৰ্ডে তাক জুকাই মানে সুধিছে how old are you? What's your age? তোমাৰ বয়স কিমান? মানে তুমি ইমান সৰু নেকি? কাৰণ দেখাতটো ইমান হিউজ ন the dragon is so huge. I showed you the picture. So তেওঁলোকে হাঁহিছে তুমি দেখাত ইমান ডাঙৰ ইমান শক্তিশালী কিন্তু তুমি ইমান ভয়াতুৰ তোমাৰ বয়স কিমান? হে বুলি জুকাইছে. Giggle means hahi, rudely mane abhadra. Okay. Suddenly, they heard a nasty sound. So, suddenly, see, there is repetition of the word. So, all of a sudden, they heard a loud, unpleasant. Nasty means unpleasant, operative. They heard an unpleasant sound, a loud noise. Dangor shobdo eta prochondo dangor shobdo eta shuna pale. And Mustard growled. Mustard is the yellow dog, growled. And he started barking. Kukute pukibo arambho korile. He was so scared. And they all looked around. Tanake khoday sariofale sale je kor pra shobdo to ahise. Meouch, cried Ink. Ink is the kitten. Kitten to ki boli chorise? Meouch. And oh, cried Belinda. And Belinda ki boli chorise? Oh, gom paisa, tamne ki? They must have seen something, isn't it? All of them cried. Sobe chorise, karon তেওঁলোকে নিশ্চয় কিবা দেখিছে. So কি দেখিছে? For there was a pirate climbing in the window. So they saw a pirate. The pirate nu ki? মই বুজাম বাৰু. Climbing in the window. Window মানে তোমালোকে সাকে ভাবিছা what is the meaning of this word window? W-I-N-D-A. Window means window. W-I-N-D-O-W. খিৰিকী যে window সেই শব্দটো ইয়াতে কবিয়ে window বুলি লিখিছে কিয়? To rhyme with the word Belinda. Belinda, window. Right? Rhyming words. So অলপ আগতে যে মই পোয়েটিক লাইসেন্সৰ বিষয়ে কৈছিলো কবিতাত কবিৰ কিছুমান এনেকুৱা অধিকাৰ থাকে যে ভাষাটো অলপ সলনি কৰি খোলা বা ছন্দ মিলাবলৈ বা to make it sound more melodious তেওঁলোকে কিছুমান সলনি কৰে সো তেওঁলোকে কি দেখিলে আটাই যে খিৰিকীত এজন পাইৰেট বগাই আহিছে ওকে So now I will show you the picture of the pirate. Or pirate nu ki hoy tumalokok etia bujam. Ahasun. Pistol in his left hand, pistol in his right. So look at the picture of the pirate. This is a pirate. Even this one is a pirate. Tumaloke bhaldore photokhon swa. So pistol in his left and pistol in his right. So he was holding pistol in both his hands. Okay. Duikhon hatote pistol loi asile. Suppose bhabilo yate eta pistol ase aru yate eta pistol. Just imagine how dangerous. Hoine? Tumalokor agot jodi eneke manha jentra pistol loi thio hoy. Just imagine how dangerous. Okay. And he held in his teeth a cutlass bright. Cutlass bright mane jiliki thoka, cutlass mane suri. Look at this picture. This is the pirate and he is holding a sharp knife between his teeth. Dator mazot dekhisane? So this is known as cutlass bright. So mukhot ekhon thar ekdom bright jiliki thoka suri loi ase hat dukhonot pistol. Bhabasun enekwa ejon manhu dekhi ki they were all scared and so they all screamed. No, sabe se siorile he karne. His beard was black. Beard mane dari. What was the color of the beard? Black. Collar dari asile. One leg was wood. So one leg of the pirate was made of wood. Ekhon bhori ki kathor ase. It was clear that the pirate meant no good. Aru etia pirate mane ki? Pirate hoise pirate mane jolodossu, cutlass mane suri. Jolodossu mane ki? Now I'll explain to you the meaning of the word pirate. Jahaze ki? Jahaz burat ki bohu mulloban bostu. Ekhon dekhor pa an dekholoi jai. Hoine? Earlier, but ajikaliu ships used to carry a lot of precious things. Aru Hagorot ki hoise pirates pur thake. Pirates pur ki Hagoror mane jolodossu ba Hagoror dossu dacoits. Teloke ki kore ei jahazor pra bostubur mulloban bostubur ki sur kore. Okay, so telokok ki pirates buli koa hoy bujila. So ei pirate jone ki Belinda hator khirikir bogai ghorot humaise. It was clear that the pirate meant no good. Meant no good means it was clear that the intention of the pirate was not good. Pirate jonok dekhiye teloke gom pale je tar ki uddesho bhal nasil. That means the intention of the pirate was not good because he was holding two pistols in both his hands and he also had a bright knife between his teeth. Okay, and he had one leg that was made of, one of his leg was made of wood. So it was a very frightening scene for all of them. And I told you who is a pirate. No, pirate unma kolu, the person who steals precious things from ships in the seas. Okay, jolodossu buli koa hoy hagoror dossu. Okay, so we have come to the end of the first part. Yate amar jehetu etu eta dighol kobita first part to ami yate hek korisu. Etia sage tumalokor monale ahise je pirate jone ki koribo no Belinda hotenu ki koribo tahatok akromon koribo niki tenkenu ki koribo. So to get answers to these very interesting and exciting questions you have to wait for part 2. Dityo partot tumaloke second partot yar uttor paba yar pisot ki hoy ami second partot continue korim. So first part to sage tumaloke bujila. In this poem or in the part 1 we discussed about a girl called Belinda. She had 4 pets: Ink, Blink, Mustard and Custard. A small kitten, a mouse, a dog and a dragon. The kitten, the mouse and the dog, they were all very brave. Even Belinda was very brave, but the dragon, Custard the dragon, he was a coward. He considered himself to be a coward and they considered themselves to be very brave. And Custard always asked for a cage. He wanted to live inside a cage. But one day suddenly, when they were all teasing Custard for being a weakling, what happened? They saw a pirate climbing through the window and he entered their house. And the pirate was very dangerous. Okay, what did he look like? He held pistols in both his hands. He was holding a knife between his teeth and one of his legs was made of wood. And they were all very scared because the pirate was about to attack them. So, মই আশা কৰোঁ তোমালোকে নিশ্চয় part 1 টো Bujisa? So just to check if you have understood, let us discuss a few multiple choice questions. Sir, আমি MCQ saman discuss koro. Which of Belinda's pets always sought a safe cage? Kune hodai eta pinjorar bhitor thakibo bisarisil? Ink, Blink, Mustard, Custard. The answer will be Custard, isn't it? Custard the dragon, he always wanted, or he always cried for a nice and safe cage. The poem is a dash ballad. Poem to ballad hoy ami gom paiso. Kene dhornor ballad? Humorous, fearful, tragedy, none of the above. It is a humorous, haisyorokik ballad. No? Who was Blink? Blink was the mouse. Okay. So children, we have come to the end of part 1. I hope you enjoyed reading the part 1 of Custard the Dragon. In the next part, I will explain the second part of the poem. Until then, take care. Thank you.